Now, believe it or not, some people actually have their head on straight. And this clip went viral. It was from CNN. And this woman here in the middle, she just tells it like it is, the CNN, saying, look, the Democrat Party is not the party of common sense anymore. You are so far gone. You are a shell of what you used to be, and you're not recognizable anymore. And the people see it.
Now, I'm going to speak some hard truths to my friends in the Democratic Party. This is not Joe Biden's fault. It's not Kamala Harris's fault. It's not Barack Obama's fault. It is the fault of the Democratic Party in not knowing how to communicate effectively to voters. We are not the...
No, it's not just communicating effectively. It's also just you weren't doing your damn job. It goes hand in hand. Not only did you just say a bunch of foolish stuff, you also did a bunch of foolish stuff. That's also the problem. You could say a bunch of crazy shit and do a lot of good things, because Trump does that, quite frankly. Trump says a lot of things, but he does a lot of great things.
The party of common sense, which is what the message that voters sent to us. For a number of reasons. We don't know how to speak to voters. When we address Latino, and language has meaning. When we address Latino voters as Latinx, for instance, because that's the politically correct thing to do. It makes them think that we don't even live on the same planet as they do. When we are too afraid to say that, hey, college kids, if you're trashing a campus at Columbia University because you're unhappy about some sort of policy and you're taking over a university and you're trashing it and preventing other students from learning, that is unacceptable. But we're so worried about alienating one or another cohort in our coalition that we don't know what to say when normal people look at that and say, wait a second, I send my kids to college so they can learn, not so that they can burn buildings and trash lawns, right? And so on and so forth. When we put pronouns after names and say she, her, as opposed to saying, you know what, if I call you by the wrong pronoun, call me out, I'm sorry, I won't do it again. But stop with the virtue signaling and just speak to people like they're normal. There's nothing I'm going to say to Shermichael that I'm not going to say to you, that I'm not going to say to somebody else. I speak the same language to everybody. But that's not what Democrats do. We constantly try to parse out different ways of speaking to different cohorts because our focus groups or our polling shows that so-and-so appeals to such and such. That's not how normal people think. It's not common sense. And we need to start being the party of common sense again. Joe Biden is not responsible for that. Neither is Kamala Harris. It is a problem that Democrats have had for years. I've been banging the drum on this for, I don't know.
No, they are the problem. Don't give me that crap. They're the problem. Okay. Now remember, okay, hey, it's CNN. It's a Democrat talking. All right. So not everything is going to come out that's truthful. No. It's not only the things that they said and their lack of communication and not having an actual clue what the hell's going on, but it's also the fact that you did a lot of crazy shit. And we're all tired of it, and we're all hurting from it. Just like Danielle said at the top of the show here in the chat over on YouTube going, hey, I can't even pay my own groceries. Why the hell am I giving a bunch of illegal immigrants debit cards over in New York City to buy whatever the hell they want? Great question. Well, you know what? Like I said, daddy's home, and change is happening, and America's back, and you are put first now.